Hello and welcome back to this tutorial series, and we'll keep going modeling I think these windows and then this part of the tower. So let's see what we can do in here. Just let's get started. Okay, so we have this void extrusion that define the roof, and we have these arches. Now I should look at the pictures and see how all of this is structured. So let's go to my gallery and check some details. Okay, we let's say we have the tower. So these arches are kind of the same type, even on in that area that I showed previously on model. So let's see how it is structured. So I have basically this arch, and it has sort of zigzag, and then I think it's just one piece, and then something comes in between. It's something like T-shaped, let's say, and yeah, that would be it, I guess. Here on the exterior, I also have a profile, and then these wooden pieces, and maybe I will make these shapes that you see over here and these overhangs. Okay, so that's for the spire, let's say. But what about that facade? Let's say we have a picture here, but it's kind of inclined and shows the same principle over here. Now here I think it can be seen more clearly, as if I do a print screen, here I have this area. Let's draw with red. Okay, so it seems that I have this part, and this is somehow attached to the column, and I have some basically very well sculpted. So if you see, this is a portion of the arch, and this is the arch itself, and it's a bit separate, so I color it with red. This is a bit separate, I color it with red. It's not very precise. And the beam part comes something like here. So something like this. And then I have these two bumps. It comes something like this. And then I think it's something like trapeze. I think the purpose of this connection would be by having this trapeze, let's say, ends. This holds everything in place and makes everything more efficient. So I guess that would. Okay, let's check out the picture. This one should be more clear. So here can be seen even more clearly. I'll do another print screen. Let me go, let's say, near this light. Let me see where it is better visible. Let's say here. Okay, so I will do a print screen for me to have the drawing tool. Okay, so I have this guy over here. I think here is something sort of a cut. Oh, I wanted red actually. Okay, and this has a zigzag shape, something like this. Here is like a trapeze. Then I have my arch with bumps, and this is the whole piece. Let's see this piece as well. Something like this, then stepped, reach in the middle, and then I have something here. Okay, I have the bumps, the ornaments, let's say, and this is my arch. This is another arch, which is the middle, like this. The bump, another bump, like this, stops here, and maybe something. Okay, and I have a middle section, which let's say is green, so it's sort of inverted house shape. And then I have the structural beam, which is something like this. It's caught in here, like this. So this is the principle basically. So I have this kind of interlocking system yet again here upwards. Now the question is if I really do from scratch these pieces, or I can just, let's say, some areas are more extruded and other areas are less extruded, and basically mimic but not recreate. So okay, I saved my picture with the explanation. So we're going to get started here, and we need to think about how to do this. Let me see if I have the reference image in West. Yes, I have the reference image, but it's not clear enough. Uh, do I have it somewhere in the picture? No. Okay, that's a bit disappointing, but yeah. Okay, so I guess we just keep going. Hidden line. Uh, do I have to keep it wireframe for it? Yes, I have to keep it wireframe for me to see everything and see my dot bumps. So I would need around 5 or 6 such bumps. So I have to draw them something like this. And, and depending on the position, this move should be moved more upwards or or lower. I think it's something like this is, let's say, decent. Okay, let's say I copy those. Okay, and now I do some new arches just because we can. At least to do the contours, then we'll see what we'll do with all the structures. Okay, 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 good. So I guess this needs to be copied. Let me see if I. Okay, it is kept. That's a great thing. Okay, that means that we can delete all these guys and we can paste everything in place without any sort of disturbance. Great. So now I have a bunch of arches. Let's see at hidden line stage. Okay. I think this should be moved for me to have spaces for the columns actually, because otherwise I won't have spaces for the columns. And this will be mirrored, of course. And now it looks, let's say, better. Okay, now I have placed, let's say, my ornaments. Now these arches, let's say, what else do they need? I need to create some sort of void extrusion, for example, to mimic, let's say, the that beam system or something like this, something like this. Oh, actually here it's a bit more delicate in the sense that the parts from the beam are actually some parts of the arches themselves. So I need to copy them like this. Okay. Yeah, so we just, as for now, we just have to copy everything basically and put it in place. Okay. Now let's say it's kind of finished. And if you saw in the picture, so this is a standalone part. Then something is oblique and it's a bit narrow. So I think, so let's say go until the half. Oh no, let it as is. Let's say something like this, then like this, then somehow downwards. Let's check. Actually something like this, let's say. And let's say something like this, and then when it reaches this middle part, is a bit something like this. Let me check how, because I want to mirror this. Okay, so I think this gets mirrored, but is this, now it has a certain width, not very large. Let's look closer. Yeah, it's, so it goes up, then goes a bit on the side, then it comes down, then does the shape. So yeah, I think it's narrower and maybe it's steeper, but other than that, I don't know. No, I keep it as is. Let's say something like this, and then this gets copied. And then this part gets copied all around. This gets copied, this gets copied, this gets copied, this gets copied. So it's actually a complex pattern, but it needs to be done. Okay, complex pattern. So we're kind of finished. Let's check where we need to intersect everything. Why do I have to such edges? Okay, here is okay. Here no. Okay, let's continuously check. Good. Here it needs to be adjusted. Here is the same. Adjustment, adjustment, adjustment. So basically this gets copied all around. I don't know how much, honestly. Let's say it's copied, gets copied until here. And I get this part copied as well. And I have something like this. Oh, it actually cut, and it cut very well. So let's check in west or in south. Let's check in 3D. And now it looks pretty good. Yeah, it actually looks pretty good. Yeah, actually it looks pretty good. Oh, cancel, 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 cancel. Finish model. I want to save, but inside the model, when you save it, it doesn't save, which is you have to save it regardless of what stage you're in. Okay, so I guess this is the way to do this type of thing. And I think I can also copy this for the sites. Let's see if I can copy this volume for the sites. Okay, and I want to pick new host, supposedly. Oh, yeah, pick new host. But I can't see the pick new host. I don't see anything. Why? Ah, it has placed it in another part. Okay. So basically, let's say we placed it, and thank you for joining in, and we'll keep going, I guess, with the tower. And yeah, with the rest of the roof. Thank you for joining and see you in another tutorial.